Hello! Today is another book review day and it is my second book from the 2015 reading challenge list. I'll put a little link down below that will take you to the list and the rules, but basically it's 52 suggestions of different books to read over the next year, so it's pretty much a book a week, but some books won't take that long to read. So my second book was a book set during Christmas, and so I have read The Italian's Christmas Miracle by Lucy Gordon. And please don't judge me, but this is a Mills and Boon book. I have been wanting to read a Mills and Boon book for ages and just never been brave enough to, I think. I did kind of sneak this while nobody was watching. I issued it to myself at the library while no one was looking and then hurried it to my bag so no one could see. For those of you that don't know, Mills and Boon, it's a collection of probably about 1 million books, and they're all cheesy romance love stories. They're formulaic. There's a certain formula to these stories, but they are extremely well loved and extremely well read, and they go out of the library so quickly. So I killed two birds with one stone by reading a Mills and Boon book that I'd wanted to read. Well, not specifically this one. I hadn't chosen one that I wanted to read, but it fitted in with one of the themes on the 2015 reading challenge. So I will read you the blurb and let you know my thoughts. Their Christmas gift, the healing power of a family. Brooding Italian Drago De Luca and reserved lawyer Alyssa Dennis are brought together by a shocking shared betrayal. Their partners have been having an affair, but against all the odds they strike an unlikely friendship and forbidden awareness simmers. Alyssa's calm facade hides a secret which twists every time she looks into the soulful eyes of Drago's motherless child. As the attraction builds between them, Christmas approaches with the promise of a new start. Could the healing miracle of love and the joy of the season make them a family? This book is probably one of the worst things I have ever read in my life. Oh my goodness, it is terrible. Badly written, cliched, full of things. When we're taught how to write, there's certain things we're told not to do, and this goes against all of the rules. It repeats words unnecessarily. The author really needs to invest in a thesaurus. The dialogue is stunted and clumsy and unnatural. I mean, if you actually read it out loud, you'd be embarrassed. You'd be embarrassed if you spoke that way. It is so awful. Like I say, it's cheesy, it's full of cliche. Like I say, one of the worst things I can honestly say I have ever read. As a writer, we write things down, ideas pop into our heads and we write them down. And what I do is I tend to write and then I go back and edit once I've finished and completed something so that I can just get my ideas out. And when you read back over what you've written, you realise just how terrible it is because you've not been consciously thinking, you've just been putting down the ideas. This is what this feels like. It feels like somebody has just written down all of their ideas and it needs a good editing. It needs a lot of things taken out, a lot of things tidied up, a lot of things changed, and it hasn't happened. It's as though somebody's just written down a story, taken it to the publisher's gone, brilliant, another Mills and Boon, let's put that on the shelf. So apart from all of that, I'll tell you a little bit about the story. So you have Alyssa and you have Drago, and they find out that their respective partners have been having an affair. Alyssa had a boyfriend called James in England, and Drago had a wife called Carlotta in Italy. And through business and travel and all that kind of stuff, James and Carlotta meet, fall in love, leave their partners, and while they're in Italy, they're at a waterfall and a tragedy happens and a lot of people die, and James and Carlotta are two people that happen to die. And it's a really cliched tale of Diego mourning the death of his wife, Alyssa mourning her boyfriend, and through their shared loss and the tragedy that's befallen both of them. They find love with each other in a cabin in the mountains, and it's snowing and it's wintry and it's Christmassy, and then things go wrong and then things go right, and it is just a big pile of cliche, which I know Mills and Boon is. I just didn't expect it to be this bad. I will admit this book isn't as much about Christmas as the title led me to believe. So if I have time at the end of the year, I may go and find another book that will fit into the category of a book set during Christmas. Because I feel like this is a little bit of a cheat, considering there's a little bit about Christmas in the middle and a little bit at the end, but it's not set during Christmas. So it does feel a little bit cheaty. But I'll leave it in the list for now, and then, like I said, if I've got time at the end of the year, I will attempt to read something else. It's very short, it's 250 pages. I read it over 2 days, on and off reading it. I guess the story is quite gripping in as much as you do want to see what happens to them. You kind of want them to fall in love and to have a happy ending, but it is very sickly. There is one sex scene in the book. I'm a little bit, not upset, but I find it very irresponsible that two people who don't really know each other very well jump into bed without using contraception. I don't know, I just think it's very dangerous. You don't know this person, you don't know if they've got any diseases, and as you don't know them very well, you could end up pregnant and the relationship could fall. Well, it wasn't even a relationship when they had sex. Call me old-fashioned, but I'd like to think that people are practicing safe sex until they are sure of the consequences. You don't want to end up having to go to the STI clinic afterwards. So, a big well, I can't even say it's a disappointment, because I wasn't expecting much from this book, to be honest. And I'm not sure whether or not I would read another one. Like I say, it doesn't take too long. If you just want a bit of a laugh and a bit of a cringe, maybe, give a Mills and Boon a go. But I can't honestly say I enjoyed it. If you are doing this challenge, can I do a little bit of shameless self-promotion, and you do want to read a book that is genuinely set at Christmas time, how about giving my little book a go, 12 Days of Christa May Rose. It's available to buy from Amazon. Sorry for the shameless self-promotion, but it will fit nicely into this category, and it is all about Christmas. Every single chapter is Christmassy, and I like it, although I didn't think it would be fair to do my book myself in this category. I don't know which one I'm going to read next from the reading challenge, but I will certainly put up a book review once I've done it. And if you are interested in any of my other book reviews, or you're interested in writing, I do give out some writing advice, and I am a shameless self-promoter, and I do share my writing with everybody like I did just then. So if you're a writer or a reader and this is something you're interested in, then please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Have a good day. Bye bye.